The Galactic Quest of Benny and Luna. Once upon a time in a quiet suburban neighborhood, there lived two adventurous friends, Benny and Luna. These two kids had a reputation for being the most imaginative in the entire town. Every summer, they embarked on incredible journeys in their minds, fueled by the sci-fi books they read and the endless nights spent gazing at the stars. This summer was going to be their most extraordinary adventure yet. It all began one evening as Benny and Luna sat in Benny's treehouse, their favorite spot for planning their escapades. Benny was a young boy with wild, curly hair and a pair of glasses that constantly slid down his nose. Luna, on the other hand, was a daring and free-spirited girl with a penchant for colorful scarves. "Benny, I've been thinking," Luna said, her eyes fixed on the night sky. "What if we could travel through the galaxy? Just imagine all the alien worlds and strange creatures we could discover." Benny's eyes widened, and he nodded enthusiastically. "That would be amazing, Luna. But how would we do that?" Luna leaned in closer, her voice barely above a whisper. "I found something in one of my uncle's old science books. It's a blueprint for a space-time machine. If we can build it, we might be able to travel anywhere in the universe." Benny's heart raced with excitement. He loved the idea, but he couldn't help but worry. "But where will we get the materials to build this machine, Luna? And what if it's too complicated?" Luna grinned, her eyes sparkling with determination. "We'll figure it out together, Benny. I believe in us. With teamwork and a touch of imagination, we can accomplish anything." The two friends spent weeks researching and gathering materials. They scoured garage sales, raided junkyards, and begged neighbors for any scrap they could find. With the help of Benny's dad, they constructed the space-time machine in his garage. It was a peculiar-looking contraption with flashing lights, levers, and a rotating disc at the center. Finally, the day came when they were ready to test their invention. Benny and Luna climbed into the machine and buckled themselves in, their hearts pounding with excitement. Luna adjusted the coordinates while Benny pulled the lever. The machine hummed to life, and suddenly, they were hurtling through the galaxy. Their first stop was a vibrant, jungle-like planet called Zorblat. Its sky was a mesmerizing shade of green, and the trees had shimmering leaves that sang when the wind rustled through them. They met a friendly, four-armed creature named Glip who taught them to swing from vines and communicate with the local wildlife. Next, they visited the floating city of Nebulon, a bustling metropolis that hovered in the clouds. Luna and Benny marveled at the anti-gravity technology and indulged in cotton candy that never melted. They made friends with the residents, who had wings like birds and zipped around the city effortlessly. Their journey continued to the underwater city of Aquaria, where they befriended a race of merfolk. They explored ancient shipwrecks, rode on the backs of giant sea turtles, and learned to communicate through an intricate dance of light and color. As they traveled from one fantastical world to another, Benny and Luna realized that their space-time machine not only allowed them to explore different places but also to make friends with beings from all walks of life. They were learning about acceptance, understanding, and unity. However, every adventure must have its challenges. One day, their space-time machine malfunctioned on the desert planet of Pyrros. The scorching sun beat down mercilessly, and they found themselves stranded with no way to return home. Benny and Luna were discouraged, but they knew that giving up was not an option. They sought help from the locals, a resourceful group of lizard-like creatures. These friendly creatures repaired their machine, but in return, Benny and Luna had to help the Pyrrosians solve a water crisis. Together, they built a system to collect and purify water from underground reservoirs, saving the planet from drought. Grateful for the help, the Pyrrosians invited Benny and Luna to stay and celebrate with them. They danced under the stars to the rhythmic beat of drums, sharing stories and laughter. It was a beautiful night, and they realized that even in the face of adversity, they could make a difference and forge connections with those they met. With their space-time machine repaired, Benny and Luna continued their galactic quest. They visited countless planets, each with its unique wonders and challenges, but they faced them all with courage, imagination, and friendship. Finally, after a summer filled with incredible adventures, Benny and Luna returned home. Their hearts were full, and their minds were bursting with the memories of the worlds they had seen and the friends they had made. Their extraordinary journey had taught them that the universe was vast and full of wonder, but what truly mattered were the connections they made along the way. As they sat in Benny's treehouse one last time, gazing at the stars, they knew that even though their space-time machine was back in the garage, their adventures were far from over. With imagination and friendship as their compass, Benny and Luna would continue exploring the infinite possibilities of the universe, one adventure at a time. And so, in the heart of their quiet suburban neighborhood, two kids with wild dreams and boundless imaginations continued their cosmic journey, reminding everyone that the universe is only as small as the limits of one's imagination.